So now, after our model is complete, we can see if the design works. So let's send this pre-stress girder bridge to our analytical software, LBC Concrete. So we send it to it. We can ask for a model transfer report. And if I have LBC Concrete on my computer, it will transfer the model directly, and then I'm ready to perform the analysis afterwards. So I can review now in the analytical environment how my bridge was modeled here. Right? So then I can review the superstructure configuration and the substructure too. So then I can perform the calculations. See, for example, if the girder that I selected with the latest AASHTO code will work for me. Select the materials, select the proper tendon, select loads, apply the wizard loads if I need to, perform the analysis for the multiple limit states that the code requires. Provide a design, maybe pick one of the exterior beams, select the strand pattern that is needed, either do a wizard and place the tendons myself, or just do an auto design and just design the current beam and see if my design will work or not. So then I can copy the same design to other beams in all the spans. Just hit OK, and I will have the layout ready to go. Maybe this is not the case. Maybe I need to increase the size of the beam. So then I can go to the geometry part on the cross section and decide that AASHTO 4 are no good for the first span, for example. I change it all to AASHTO 6, just the first span. So then I have to redesign, and then of course I have to remodel it too, right? So, well, let's do that. So I'm changing the spans, the beams in just the first span, right? So as you can see, that will be not only a change in the design, but also a change in the model itself. So change it, right? So hit OK on that. No, yes, it will change that. Yes, I will continue with the changes. So same materials apply. Loading still applies, so I will need to rerun the analysis. Then the beam is a little bit different now, so I calculate the new strand pattern, go with the wizard, current beam, it seems to work. But then let's see how my model looks like. So when I finish this part of the design, I say update the model. Yes, I will update it. And then the 3D model in the analytical software, in this case LBC Concrete, will change. Right? Because now the first span, I just increase the size of the beams. And just review the geometry. Right, and the beams now are a little bit bigger on that one, and it creates just a step right here. So now what we need to do is to say, well, let's send this information or update my 3D model in OpenBridge Modeler for that. So I will go Tools, OBM Synchronization, and send it back to OBM. Yes, create the analytical file. Right, so let's use the same path, but just call it a little bit different. Right, so use the same path and just call it Bridge 01, because that's my first try. Right, so that's it. So then when I come back to my OBM file, I said I need to update that information with what I have. And that was bridge 01 that I just created. And now it will update my bridge and accept the changes. Do I need to accept all of them? Remember all these changes that I did, at least on the first span? Just say yes, accept whatever was changed. And then I will have bigger beams on the same span. Let's review the spans now. Seems a little bit bigger. Let's check on the 3D model itself. What do I have? Yes, I have now a bigger beam on one side. Actually, on the first span, that's where I did my change. And this is how you coordinate going from the 3D model, the physical model, to the analytical model that in this case we use LBC Concrete.